This is Angie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome in. It's nice to meet you if you've never been here before. If you have, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a little whip and chat and using some of the items from our sponsors of the Sparkle Addiction event that is going right now on the Facebook group. I'll put the link and everything down below, and you can join now. You can join in a day. We'd love to have you. We've got lots of great sponsors and we want to thank them so very much. Today I'm going to do my whip and chat though, like I was saying, and I'm working on Yumeko by the artist Margaret Morales, and this is a DIY moon kit that I started working on for the Break the Silence event that went on in October. And that was a domestic violence event, awareness event, and charity event. And I had a lot of fun working on that. And the things I'm going to be using today are from our sponsors. So this is Cranberry Putty from Creations Marin. This is a Bella Art tray from Bella Art de Nicole. This is a tray I did an unboxing for last week. This is from Shiny Shaza. This is an all resin tray, and this is a 3D printed tray. I have my cover minder from Crafted Makes with my matching pen. Look at the sparkle. I'm going to turn on this extra light so you can see all the sparkle. That's probably much better. You can see now, right? See the sparkles from Shiny Shaza? I'm going to give that a try today. So I've got my cover minder hooked up there. Can you see it? Yep, you can see it. Perfect. And I have my pink cranberry putty in the end of my multi-placer and a glue dot in the end of my brand new pen. I have another pen that I just received from Creations Dobel, and I'll put a link for that below. And I am loving this pen. Look at that. This is another pen turner sponsor that we have as well. So that's going to be super fun. This is my first pen from them. I've bought quite a few pens from Crafted Makes, as you know. I also have my sparkle pen from Crafted Makes over here that's full of butterflies. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's just amazing. But I want to try out my new one because it matches my cover minder. And this is a pink and purple kit. So this is all matchy match. So how is everybody doing? Let me know down in the comments what you're working on. Are you in the event? Are you working on a different event? Let me know. You can be in more than one event to be in Sparkle Addiction, and all of the links will be down below. I'm going to turn this light down. It's a little bit bright. Ooh, this is my first time using this putty and it's making a nice snap noise. Great. And I'm liking my new pen. So this is the first whip and chat I've done in a couple weeks. So I've got, I guess I can share a couple of things that have been happening. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to mention. There's a purple tip on the end of the purple pen, and that is from Dynamite Diamond Painting. It's a 3D printed tip. It's super fun and cool to use. I love it. I have a couple of those and I've been playing around with them and I'm really liking them, you guys. They're not an event sponsor, but I wanted to give them a shout out because they are a small shop in the US. So going back to what has been happening this week. Well, the weirdest thing happened yesterday. Yesterday, I went to heat up, what was I making? Oh, I know. Good old Quaker instant oatmeal packets. Okay? Not terribly exciting, but you know, I like a little packet of oatmeal. It's nice and warm, warms up your insides, keeps you full for a little while. And I like to put milk on it, and I don't know, everybody makes their food different, right? So my thing is I boil the water in a kettle. I pour the packet in a small dish. Usually the apples and cinnamon, or I like the maple one, maple brown sugar one. I also like the plain one. Sometimes I put a little extra plain one in there. Here's the end of that pan. Yeah, so sometimes I like to mix up my oatmeal and have lots of different ones together. Like some plain with a flavored one. I don't like too much sugar. I find them kind of sweet. Anyway, so I boil it in a kettle. I put the packet in the bowl. But the weird thing that I do, and I've never know of anybody who's, this isn't sticking. I think it's my glue dot. My glue dot is too strong. Brand new glue dots in my pens, you guys. No, the glue dot won't come off. How annoying. It's stuck right on the drill. Oh, this is crazy. I have to put it back in just a sec. So yeah, so I boil the kettle and then I put the oatmeal in the dish and then I put the hot water on top like everybody else, right? And then I actually put it in the microwave because I don't think it's cooked enough. It's like, it's kind of raw or something. Oh no. What do you guys think? Do you guys like heat it more? Do you let it sit longer? Do you even eat oatmeal? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know because I just wonder if I'm just weird. So I microwave it for like 30 seconds and then I stick some milk or cream in it. We almost never have cream, so it's almost always milk. And then I like that. Does it taste good? So when I put it in the microwave, you would not believe what I found. I microwaved it and then I opened the door and you guys, there was something dripping down from the top of the microwave, like inside on the roof of the microwave. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? Did my oatmeal explode? Because I didn't put a cover on it. I was being lazy. The cover was in the dishwasher. And I had this weird white stringy thing hanging down. I couldn't figure out what it was. And the microwave, it's from IKEA. We have like an IKEA kitchen that we did a few years ago, at least 5 years ago now. And we bought a microwave that goes into the cabinetry because we live in a really small house and that's what fit for us. Anyway, so it was an investment because it wasn't like a super cheap microwave. It was sort of medium range. To us, it was expensive. To other people, maybe not. Anyway, so it should be a good microwave, stainless steel, all the things. I look in the roof and you know what I saw? A hole, a 2 by 1 inch hole, and the light was missing. I'm like, what the heck is that? Like, seriously? So there was this chunk of plastic that was melting and coming from the roof into my oatmeal. So, of course, the oatmeal went in the garbage, but I'm thinking, where in the hell did the light bulb go? Like, we normally cover our food. So then the conversation around the house became, well, did somebody put metal in the microwave? Like, I don't know if anybody has put metal in the microwave since we first got a microwave in the 80s. And my son knows not to do that, so we asked him, and no. And yeah, the whole thing melted. The light bulb fell out. There was no light. And it was super creepy. Have any of you guys ever had your microwave melt like that? Is it just that I've never seen it before? Or you guys had a microwave that melt before? It's just like, oh my gosh. So now we have to buy a new microwave this weekend. Oh joy. And yeah, so that was a big thing this week. I thought it was kind of weird. The other thing that happened was my poor husband got hurt at work. He's okay. Don't panic. But when I got the phone call, of course, my heart was in my throat. And he's like, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm at home. I said, are you okay? Because it was weird. And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. But I fell. I go, what do you mean you fell? He says, well, I tripped on uneven pavement in the parking lot. And I said, well, what do you mean? Like, were you on a job site? Because, like, he's a project manager and he goes around to all these job sites. And he drives most of the day, or he's in the woodworking shop that he's the project manager for. Anyways, so it turns out he was in between job sites and in a really old parking lot in between two buildings. And the pavement was uneven and he went absolutely flying. He fell and he landed on his hand. And it ricocheted into his shoulder, and then he landed on his hip on the cement. And he's a big guy, you guys. He's 6'4" and almost 300 pounds. He is a big guy, and he's tall to fall. I'll tell you another story about him wiping out in just a sec. That's funny. This one wasn't funny. I'm just so grateful that he was not seriously injured, and because there would have been nobody there. And it's technically a job site because he's working, right? So that's like scary. So anyway, so he had to take the next day off work. He thought he was going to be a hero and go to work anyway, but he couldn't. He was just too sore. He griped and groaned all night because, of course, he was sore. He had actual purple bruises on the palm of his hand. So I'm just grateful that he was okay. And yeah, he's still suffering this weekend. But the other story about him wiping out is actually funny. So we went on a ski trip 2 years ago with my sister and her husband up at Big White. And we hadn't been skiing in a really long time. Not in a big way. I don't know. We just kind of got away from it, but we decided to go. And we rented an Airbnb to share with them. And so my husband decided he was going to learn to snowboard the year before. And he had learned to snowboard when snowboarding first came out. He took a lesson. He took like 2 lessons, and then he decided he liked skiing better because he was a really good skier. He would do black diamond moguls and all the rest. Now his knees are shot. So he thought, well, I'm going to learn to snowboard. Well, like I said, my husband is 6'4" and 300 pounds. He is a big person to contend with. Like, people just don't mess with him, right? He's the softest, nicest guy, but people just do not mess with him. It's kind of good in a crowd too, because he can see over everybody. So we went to Big White, which is in Kelowna, BC. It's champagne powder. It's known for its champagne crystal powder. And we'd been there once, I don't know, 15 years earlier in the cheapest room possible when him and I went. And so we went on, I was testing out skis because I found out that the bindings on my skis, because I had lost so much weight, I needed to have my bindings adjusted. And my skis were 20 years old, but I thought, well, who cares if my skis are old? It doesn't matter, right? Because I don't know if I'm going to ski again for a while, whatever. So I went in to get my bindings adjusted because my skis kept popping off because, I don't know, I guess I had them set wrong or something. Anyway, and I couldn't even get them tuned up. I'm like, okay, can you at least wax them? They're like, yeah, we can wax them, but we can't touch your bindings because your bindings are expired. I'm like, what? My bindings are expired? I didn't even know bindings could expire. Like, this is crazy. Anyway, so I was testing out skis while we were out there because you could like go in and test skis for like an hour and a half at a time, 2 hours at a time, and go run them. So that's what I did. Instead of renting skis, I decided that I would try skis because, you know, we had skied all day the day before. My skis kept popping off. And everybody kept leaving me behind, not on purpose, but, you know, you get around a bend and then Angie's back at the top of the hill still trying to get down and grab her ski that's going down the hill in front of me. So there was this small kids sort of family run in the middle that went through the village because Big White is a village and it's a ski village. And they had a small mini chair in the middle. So I was going up and down the chair trying all these different skis, and my husband was like practicing on this snowboard. I'm like, why don't you just ski? And he's like, my knees hurt. I don't want to ski. But he had brought his old skis because he's a really good skier. I'm like an intermediate skier, but you know, I didn't learn to ski until I was in my 20s. So it would be different if I had skied when I was a kid, but I didn't. So we're going up and down this chairlift, and he gets on the quad chair, which has like seats for 4 people. And I would not, because it was still COVID restrictions, you could only have 2 people per chair or something like that, or a family group together. So because he had this giant snowboard, because he's tall, he has an extra long board to go with the extra tall guy, right? This is my life. Everything is, you know, big feet, extra big and tall clothes, the whole thing. I love them dearly, but you know, sometimes it's hard because I'm only 5'7". Anyway, so we get on this chairlift for the bunny run, and we go up the hill. He gets off, and he's just figuring out how to balance on this board. And there's these little kids that had just gotten off ahead of us. And there's like these two, probably a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old or something like that. And here comes my husband in his big blue ski outfit. Big tall guy, looks like a tree. Gets off with this board, tries to stay on his board, and kaboom. He goes down like lead. He went down like a tree. He didn't just land gracefully. Oh, I'm going to add some sparkle now. Yeah, sorry about that. I am thinking I'm going to add some 209. Yeah. So anyways, he went down like a tree, and these little kids, you should have seen their faces. They could just see their eyes pop out of their heads. Their eyes were just popping out of their heads. It was hilarious. He was totally fine. He was wearing a helmet and everything else. And so by then it was time to go to the pub because it was lunchtime and change for a different set of skis. So that was a fun weekend. We had a really, really good time. It was one of those, you know, you don't go all the time trips, but it was great to go. And yeah. So what else do I have to talk about? Well, I am loving this pen. I think this is my new favorite pen. It is super light, and it's a little bit longer than I'm used to, but it's just placing the crystals really well and the regular drills really well. And I'm loving this pen. This might be it, guys. I go through stages where I make favorite pens, and I'll use that pen for like, I don't know, couple weeks, and then I'll switch to another pen or another 2 or 3 pens. I'm always rotating through them because I just need to change it up. Sometimes my just a sec, put these away, trying to talk and put things away, sometimes tough. And I think the drills are sticking a little bit in this tray because the drills themselves are staticky. I'm really loving this square tray. This is gorgeous. I'm going to order another one. I saw on Shiny Shaza's shop, she has a rainbow tray. I put it in my cart. I think I'm going to go grab it tonight. Yeah, because I'm really liking these trays. I tried the other one that I opened the other day when I was working on my other kit, and I loved it too. It was great. It was a different shape. But I really like this square one. It really, really am enjoying it very, very much. So what else do I have to talk about? Oh, I know. You guys don't know about the trip we did to the vet. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. And I didn't talk to you about the puppy. My mom's puppy is a King Charles Cavalier. She's not a purebred. She had purebred parents, but she doesn't have papers. And we drove over 2,000 miles to go get this puppy. Anyways, that's going to be a story for a different day because my phone has been crashing and I can't get my files off to put them in the video. But I am going to throw a picture of the puppy up here in a couple minutes. I'll just tell you a little bit about that. So my dogs were behind on their shots. I had taken Heidi to go get her shots. Heidi is my Bernese mountain dog. She's 4 years old. She's 70 pounds and she looks like a slim Bernese. So she has like a poodle body and Bernese dog attitude with Bernese dog hair, if that makes any sense. So she sheds a dog a day. I swear. I'm vacuuming after that dog all the time. And I vacuum and I just start vacuuming again. So we just almost give up on trying to keep up with the hair. We just live with hair. We've never had a dog that shed before. But anyways, so I took Heidi in because her ear was bothering her in August. August. And I was going to get her shots. And at the time, the vet said, well, this dog has a really bad ear infection and I want to give her an injection for her, oh, hang on a sec, this is stuck, for her infection and then bring her back for her shots and a recheck. Well, as you know, we went away in August and this is really sticking. I think I have too much putty on my pen. So we're supposed to bring her back for a recheck and we didn't because we went away in August. As you know, we went overseas on a small husband and wife trip because we didn't go anywhere for our 25 years wedding anniversary the year before because I was working and he was working and he was doing his job. So we decided, let's just go, right? You only live once. So we went and it's like a bucket list trip. We drove through France and went to some chateaus and all of that. And I know I still haven't done a video for that, but there's a reason for that too. But let me finish the vet story. So we were supposed to take her back for her shots. And when we came back, my husband just started working like crazy. And then we just got away, everything got away on us. And then her ear exploded again. Same ear. Don't know why. So we started on the antibiotics again because we still had the antibiotics and everything left over from the previous. So that happened. So then, of course, we got busy again. And here we are in October and her ear exploded a third time. So tried the antibiotics again because, every time you go to the vet, it's $300. Easy, right? So then we went and got the puppy and it's like, okay, now we have to go and get her shots, right? So I booked their shots in and I was going to take all 3 dogs. We have 3 dogs, Kisses, Buddy, and Heidi. So I booked a triple dog appointment to go and take them to get their shots. And sure enough, it was for like the following Monday or something last week. And sure enough, what happens? Heidi's ear explodes again and it's all red again. Same ear. Driving me crazy. So my son went with me. We took all 3 dogs in, which is a total undertaking in of itself. And yeah, she couldn't get her shots again, you guys. She couldn't get her shots again. So Buddy, the Maltese, he's 10 pounds, and Kisses, the mini Shih Tzu, is 9.5 pounds. They each got 1 shot, and the vet only wanted to give them 1 shot at a time because they're tiny. And they're both seniors. Buddy is 10 and Kisses is 15. So, because they need their shots before they can go and see the puppy at my mom's house, right? Because the puppy, whose name is Lacey, was getting her shots done and her doggy checkup the same week. because we thought at least Buddy the Maltese would like to play with the puppy, right? Because he loves to play. And so, yeah, sure enough, Heidi couldn't get her shot again. So Heidi had to get another injection for her ear and more into different antibiotics. And this guy, the vet's like, well, does she like go swimming? I'm like, no, the dog doesn't even like swimming. She gets a bath once a month, and the most she will do is go up to her knees in the water. She does not swim. We have no idea why this keeps happening. Actually, I'm starting to think maybe she has a food allergy that we don't know about, even though she's been on the same dog food the whole time. She's on turkey, which is limited ingredients, because Kisses, my mini Shih Tzu, has total dog allergies to so many things. That's what she can eat. So everybody eats the same food, right? So now I'm thinking, wow, what if there's something in this food that Heidi's allergic to? Because this is now 4 ear infections in a row. And she keeps sticking her nail in her ear, and then she yelps. So when I feel really bad for her, the poor thing, shaking her head in the night and all of that, it's pretty rough. So anyway, so finally, we took her in for her actual vaccination this week, and my son and husband took her in. And Buddy got his second vaccination, but I didn't give Kisses hers. I'm going to give her a rest because the vet was reluctant to give her a shot because she's so old and she has congestive heart failure. So her heart is pumping backwards from her valve into her lungs, her left valve. I don't quite understand how the heart works, but yeah, it's serious. She's had it for years, but we're just really lucky that she is still going strong. Sorry about that. You probably heard my phone ringing. It was totally vibrating off the desk. You could probably hear that right in the speaker, right? I'm sure. That was my husband calling again to see what we were going to make for dinner, because the box of chicken we got from Costco was frozen solid into one big rock. So I don't know about you guys, but we go to Costco probably twice a month, but once a month we do a big shop, and we bought a great big box of chicken breast, and we buy it all the time. It's from the local farm. Well, local, okay, so it's made here, it's grown, the chickens are grown here. The chickens are raised here in the Lower Mainland, and where I live, and they have the big boxes of chicken breast. And yeah, we had chicken we were using up, so we hadn't opened it yet. And my husband opened it the other day and unsealed the box, and the whole box was frozen in one solid chunk. And I'm like, wow, you can't even cook with that. And that actually might make you sick, because if it was not frozen, if it was half thawed and then refrozen, it could have couldn't it have salmonella or something in it, guys? I'm pretty sure. So I think we need to take that whole box back. So he was phoning me to say, what are we going to do for dinner? What do you want to do for dinner? Right? So that's everything on the dog front and the family front. My son is busy doing his models. He likes to make models and paint models. And he's all involved in his video games and things like that. I'm trying to get him a part-time job, but it's a struggle because he's disabled and it's hard to get him out of the house. But you know, every day is a new day. Just keep trying. Yeah. So, yeah. I do like this Bella Art Club tray though. It is really good. It is really good. I'm liking this. They're working well together, actually. It's kind of a good pair of items to use together, isn't it? So next week on Wednesday, I am planning to go live at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is also 2 o'clock my time. I'm on Pacific Standard Time on the west coast of British Columbia, which is slightly north of Washington State in the United States. So I'm on the same time zone as Seattle and I believe Portland. So that gives you some indicators. So yeah, I'm thinking of going live, and I'm loving this putty, you guys. This smells so good. I'm gonna have to get some more. I think I mentioned I ordered another pack, and I'm gonna give these away in the little gifty goodie packs that I'm giving out as surprise gifts on the Facebook group for the Sparkle Addiction event. And if you haven't joined the event, guys, you still can, because it's wide open. Come on over. You know, come on over and join us. We're just getting started and giving away some fun sponsor prizes and things. So yeah, come check it out. And the links to the Facebook group will be down below, as well as the Google form. You need to have a start post in and fill in the Google form in order to win any of the prizes that are given away within the Facebook group or on my channel and Deb's channel. Deb, the Crafty Diamond, is hosting it with me. And yeah, it's going to run until the end of December. So there's no reason that you couldn't participate now or in December. You can work on a Christmas kit or anything happy or uplifting. You just have to add some kind of sparkle or bling, and that can be leftover ABs, leftover special drills or crystals from another kit, or you can buy them from one of our sponsors. Diamond Painting with Sparklers has lots of goodies on their shop, so go check that out. We also have a new sponsor called Francesca Studio Works, who is offering bling packs that work with their round kits under the other product section. And those bling packs work very well and would be considered a sparkle edition. So if you're new to blinging, you could just go and order one kit from her. Her kits are in stock in her warehouse, which is in her house, I think, right now. And she's shipping within the US directly from there, so they should go pretty quick, as far as I know. So I'll throw a link for Francesca's Studio Works down below and a link for Diamond Painting with Sparklers. So you can order some bling there. And please, please join us on the Facebook group. Don't be shy. If you're a YouTube creator or a small shop owner, you are also welcome to participate in the event. And if you want to sponsor on the event, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. I'm looking for more collaboration and more great shops to collaborate with. And I feel so very thankful that we have the sponsors that we do. They are all awesome. There will be a full sponsor list below in this video as well. And we'll continue to call out different sponsors every week with unboxings and announcements in the Facebook group. So what else do I have to say? Did I say I was thinking of going live next Thursday? I have to tell you guys, I had the most fun going live. I had never done that before. And once I got over being nervous and the initial, okay, how do I read the chat? What happens now? Who's coming? Because it's unnerving. You think, well, is anybody even going to come? Like, this is kind of weird, right? Because it's a little bit vulnerable because you don't know who's going to come. And I was just so utterly grateful to have so many familiar names and messages in my chat. I just wanted to say thank you so very much to everybody who came. And if you would like to come next week, I would love to have you there. And I will post my live link probably on Monday. I'll schedule it because I don't want to do it too far ahead. So when that comes up in your feed, and if you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell, then you will get notifications on when I'm going live. But you will get a notification of my planned live. And you can actually click on it and then click on notification on. And then it'll beep or notify you when I'm about to go live or shortly before. So you don't miss it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going live again on Wednesday. I don't really have a plan. I just want to chit chat to you guys and share sparkly things. Maybe show you some sponsor stuff. you know, swap stories, talk about food. You know, what else are we going to do on a rainy November day, right? So, and it's raining here today. We're actually going to have a storm tonight. They put up a weather, and this glue dot is sticking again. I'm just going to rub it on my shirt in just a sec. Hang on. Yeah, okay, this is better, I think. So I'm actually going to have a, I forget now what I was going to say. Yeah, storm. So they have a wind warning in effect. And we took the dog out for a walk today, and we were getting blown around pretty good. But at least it's not below freezing right now. So it was just super fresh. Let's call it that. It was fresh. I couldn't see my breath or anything like that. It rained yesterday. It's definitely not freezing cold. It's probably in the 60s if I was going to guess a Fahrenheit temperature. So I think that's it for today, you guys. I'm going to leave at the end of this, and I'm going to put in a picture of Lacey. And if I can download the little video, I'm going to throw it on top of me talking, and you can see Lacey jumping around being super cute, or I'll put in a couple pictures of her. She's just a really good girl. She's really smart. She has already staying in her pen overnight without crying and not having to go to the potty, which is really good. My mom is just thrilled with her. She's totally bonding. And I'm going to check out. So please like and subscribe so you can get notifications. Come on in and join the events. Don't be shy. And, you know, throw an emoji down below of, let's say, another sparkle, because I like sparkles. Okay, throw a sparkle emoji down below if you're shy. Otherwise, just pop in and tell me what you're doing. Tell me about your oatmeal. If you like oatmeal, what do you do with your oatmeal? Did you have a microwave die and explode on you? You know, all those kinds of things. Just regular life things. And we'll talk to you again soon. This is Auntie checking out. Bye.